Meditation and meditation practice are not the same thing. You can practice to be an NFL quarterback. It doesn't mean you're an NFL quarterback. It means you're practicing to be one. So if you're practicing meditation, at some point the idea is that you will actually achieve meditation. You'll be meditating. So the practice, so if you're sitting on a cushion, following the instructions, there's a point where maybe you're doing it wrong, like your internal practice. By wrong, I don't mean like morally wrong. I mean just you're not achieving meditation in a sense. It's not happening. And that's fine. I mean, it is important to realize that meditation practice can be frustrating. Following the breath, watching the mind, thoughts arise. We get lost in the thought, come back to the breathing. It's important. I mean, it's an important practice, and it's okay. Its nature is to fail in a way. Kind of like learning to ride a bike as a kid. I remember learning to ride a bike, and I failed all over the place. I just kept practicing until I got it, and then I could ride the bike. And then there's like a muscle memory, and you just do it. So this idea that you'll have someone that's been meditating for 20 years and they make bad decisions. I'm saying that if you access that wisdom within you through meditation, that it'll protect you. Just because someone's been practicing meditation for 20 years doesn't mean they've actually meditated. It means they've sat on a cushion maybe and, to some degree maybe become a little more peaceful, a little calmer. But it doesn't mean that they've really broken through. And that's pretty common, I think, actually. Part of it is we could form an identity out of sitting on a cushion and being around other people sitting on cushions and just feel really good about ourselves when we're doing that, but never really do it. The practice is not the thing, is what I'm getting at. You could have the best, like Zendo and the trappings of it and the robes and you shave your head and you take vows and do all this stuff and get almost nothing out of it. But you may get a certain kind of pleasant trance when you're sitting. That's not the same thing. Humanity's lost in thought. That's one way to say it. We're caught up in the object. And we conceive ourselves to be an object. So there's subject, object. Oh, here I am and I'm doing this thing. Like, yay. And that's not how it works. How long does it take to learn to ride a bike? I don't know. Keep trying until you actually ride the bike, and that's how long it takes. How long would you give your average baby to learn to walk? How about until they walk? They try and they fall and they don't quite get it. Eventually they get it. Some take longer, some not as long. It's fine. Just keep going. But this idea that, maybe someone has been meditating for a long time, many years. What if they're just really identified with their practice? We don't really know what people are doing internally. I mean, if you're a meditation teacher and you have students and you're working with them, you're supposed to be able to have conversations about whether it's working or not. Like, what's your interior, what is your internal experience? Are you more peaceful? Have you changed? Like, what's going on inside? I mean, not all meditation teachers are well versed in this. There's this whole way of doing it that actually produces something more like a hypnotic state. It's like a trance. So there's this presumed subject and an object. So the ego is a mental object, is the person. The thing is, there's an awareness beyond that, or behind it, kind of. The true substance of who we are is deeper. Think of the waves of the ocean, the stillness of the depths of the ocean. Who we are is the depths. We're the totality of that stillness. And the waves are going on, but they're not who we are. Why is that? Because if you look at waves, it's just the ocean. There's not like a part that's the ocean and then there's a separate part that's a wave that's being its own thing. It's just the ocean, So we're being breathed. We, as people, as persons, we're being breathed our hearts are being beaten, our minds, they're just saying, as the heart pumps blood, so the mind pumps thoughts. It's just how it is. It's not a problem, except the mind thinks that it's independently existent in a way that's not true. It does exist, it's not the same as the essence. We are not an object in our essence. We're the eternal subject, the witness to all that. So meditation practice, when it becomes meditation itself, not the practice, but the actual reality of meditation is the awareness of thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they arise, and the actuality of it is such that they're seen as not real.